Hi guys!
Hi guys!
Welcome back to another video on the channel. In today's second upload of the day, we are going to be talking about the best sniping filters on FIFA 22 right now. Yeah, I know, me giving sniping filters, crazy. But a lot of you guys have been asking for me to kind of give some filters, some updated filters, because a lot of them are very crowded or just have bots on them now. So today I'm going to be showing you guys kind of some unique specific player ones that you guys can kind of snipe, as well as I'll be showing you guys how to find them on your own. If you guys do enjoy today's video, make sure you guys drop a thumbs up. If this video hits 100 likes, just possibly I'll make another sniping filters video. And of course, if you're enjoying the daily FIFA 22 market videos, make sure to subscribe and turn on the bell notification so you never miss out on another video from me. So guys, you know I hate sniping filters. I think it's very tedious work and there's much better ways to make coins. But in a crappy market, sometimes it really is just difficult to make coins those other ways. And sniping filters might be really the only way to make coins. So I'm going to be showing you guys a bunch of players that you guys can kind of use to snipe, including players like Renato Sanchez, for example, who can sell for a decent amount of coins and you'll be able to snipe. So what we can do with these filters and what we're looking for is players that are inflated up in price. So Renato Sanchez, 80 rated, he sells for about 1.4k, 1.5k. So what we can actually do is look to snipe any of them under 1.2k, and we just continuously do this until we win them. Now Spice, what makes this filter good whatsoever? Well, essentially what we're looking for is inflated cards. Because the market is so dead, just about every rating from 83 below sits at about discard price, except for a few cards, whether they're up due to fodder, whether they're up due to being out of packs, or whether people actually use them for like low budget teams like Renato Sanchez here. We're looking for cards that sell above their discard price. So Renato Sanchez right there, we win for 1.2k and we can sell for 1.5k, making like 250 coins after tax. And you guys can do this with a whole bunch of cards. So how on earth did I actually find this out? How do I find these kind of cards to look for? So what you guys can do is actually go over to Footbin, and what I kind of do is I go to gold, all gold, and then you guys can sort by rating. And I always like to do this with 82 rateds or lower because these are the cards that typically sit at discard, and any price that is really, or any card that is inflated usually is up a decent amount. So what I can do is set this men rating to 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, and I go and look at all the cards that are at that rating, and then I order by price, and you guys can do this for whatever platform you're on. And what I can do is go and look at that are actually inflated in price. Now you guys do have to be a little bit careful because some cards like Slimani, or you'll see some cards in some of these filters that are inflated really high, these could be just price fixes. So what I recommend doing is when you go into here, or when you're looking for a card, go into their actual player kind of thing and see if the card has been up the past couple days. So Slimani actually has been, and this must be due to either an SBC or something. So what we can actually do is go over to the console, get rid of Renato here, and go and search up Slimani and see what his price currently is. Now you guys do have to be careful because of course this card could be temporarily inflated or whatever, and you do run the risk of his price actually coming down and crashing down in price. So I wonder if this card maybe is out of packs now or something like that. I don't know the real reason why, but you guys could look to snipe this card at that price. Now you guys can do this with a bunch of these inflated cards. Now Ryan Fredericks is one that I know is safe, and he's up due to the fact that he has 91 pace and is a Premier League right back. And his price is always steadily around this, 1k, maybe a little bit higher range. So you know he's a safe card to kind of do this filter with. And you guys can do this with, like I said, any of the cards. We can go to 78s and filter by that. And we can go and kind of take a look at what cards are. So for example, you'll see like this is what I'm talking about. Steven Nzonzi. He sits at 10k on Xbox right now. This is obviously a price fix and you guys want to kind of avoid that. So a lot of these cards may have random spikes, so that's why you do have to kind of be careful for them because they could, eventually kind of hurt you. So I always like to kind of look for cards that maybe are, kind of flat in that price. where, you know, they've been a steady price for a while because you know it's safe. You can kind of go in and kind of snipe those inflated cards if you really want to, but I just caution you because the price could come crashing down. Where someone like Denayer, for example, has been over a 1k for a steady amount of time, and he does inflate up quite a bit sometimes. So he is another example of a good card to kind of snipe. And that's essentially all you do with these filters, is you go around and kind of just look for cards that are inflated up, and then you go and kind of snipe them. So now I'm going to kind of just give you a list of all the players that I currently think are good with doing this, so you guys can make coins and you don't have to do that research on your own. So first off is Sergio Roberto. This card usually sits around I want to say a steady kind of 1-ish K, 1.1k, but he is actually a non-rare gold, which means that you guys can actually snipe his card for like 500 coins. So you guys can set your filters like 750 or under or whatever. Always check the prices beforehand and it will change, but keep in mind the 5% EA tax, so you always want to snipe a bit lower, and you guys can use this card, for example, as a good one. Now I am recording this kind of late at night, so some may not pop up for me, of course. Another one, and this one may change depending on when you're watching this video, is this guy right here. Now obviously he has a new card in packs, so his card is at a packs currently. So that is what is inflating his card up actually to about like 1.5-ish K. Now what we can do is actually go and start sniping his card. We know it sells for about 1.8k, so anything 1.5k or under, we can kind of just keep looking to snipe. Now any card that's out of packs you do have to be careful of, because of course when they do go back in packs, the filter may not work as good, but also it may be a little bit harder for you to actually find cards because people are not packing these cards or listing them up. So people are only listing this card up from what they have in their clubs. So you may find that these filters may not be as effective because, you know, just cards aren't coming out. Where if we take a look at Bruno Perez, for example, we know that his card is in packs currently, but he's also inflated up a good amount because he's actually a very decent card to use in game. So he does sell for about 1.6k. So what we can actually go and do is snipe for about 1.4k or under and just keep going. And because we know he's actually in packs, you'll find that this card will pop up more, especially around content time and stuff. I find like 6 p.m. UK, this method works really, really well. So you guys can always do that. Some other cards you guys can do this with is Tomori. He's another good example of a card who's kind of inflated up. He's a very decent center back. He sells for about 1.4k, so you could set your filter like 1.2, 1.1, snipe anything under. As I said, we may not win as many right now because it is very late at night. I'm recording this at 4 a.m. UK, so obviously not many players are on, not much listing, but if you guys do these at 6 p.m. you'll see these pop up literally every minute. A couple cards you can do this with, for example, is Kappa. Now he is a card you have to be careful of because obviously he does have a special card, but as you can see, this card is very, very inflated right now. So if you are to snipe during a prime kind of time, you know, during the day when there's a lot of demand, you'll find that there's actually going to be some huge undercuts on this card because he is 80 rated, but he sells for 3.5k. So you would find a lot of people kind of listing him up, not knowing that he sells for that much. Of course, he won't pop up as much as some other cards do. So guys, unfortunately the rest of the video audio cut out, but I'm basically just rambling on about some other plays you can do this with. It's a really simple method and it's really not too hard. Just go on the Footbin, find inflated cards and kind of snipe them for a few hundred lower, keeping account the tax and all that good stuff. If you guys did enjoy today's video, make sure you guys drop a thumbs up and subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.